The fishing news is brought to you by Shoreline Insurance Agency, Interlux Marine Paint, and Okuma.
Hey folks, Fred Golofaro here for the Fisherman's video forecast, and it's pretty much all about cod this week. We'll start out east, start in Montauk, where Captain Carl and the Viking Starship, they got out on Monday, called it solid action, anywhere from 2 or 3 to 6 or 7 per person on the boat. A lot of bait in the area, a lot of bait in the water, fish taking both jigs and bait equally. They had fish up to 14 pounds along with some pollock and ling. The Viking Star also got out on Monday, the Viking 5-star. Captain Steve reported things started off good, then it slowed to a pick, but they still ended up with a good catch. Mostly 3 to 6 fish a man. High hooks had up to 10 fish a man. They'll be sailing tomorrow, Friday. On the Miss Montauk, slow pick to start the day on Monday, but then it became an awesome bite according to the skipper. So good fishing still out there. That cod fishing's holding up. Further west, Capture Princess is going to be sailing Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, 6 a.m. for cod and ling. The Laura Lee Express will be sailing on Saturdays and Sundays, 5 a.m. For cod, targeting cod, also on holidays. We have Martin Luther King's birthday coming up in 2 weeks. Again, all these trips, of course, are weather permitting. We've had some rough stretches of weather, but if the weather's good, call ahead. Call ahead to the captain and check on the sailing schedule. Again, moving west, at a Point Lookout, the Captain Al, Tom Weiss, let us know that he's going to be sailing 6 a.m. daily for cod, and they're also mixing in ling and mackerel. The Super Hawk, Captain Steve, they did get out back on the 31st. That was the last day of sea bass and porgy season. They loaded up on really big sea bass and porgies. They also had some cod and pollock. And from that point on now, they're targeting cod, ling, and mackerel, if the mackerel show up there. He's sailing 4 a.m. Rec trips, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and those trips are by reservation. Out of Freeport, the Starstream, they're doing something a little unique here, sailing Block Island trips from Freeport. They're going to be leaving at 10 p.m. On Friday night. They'll return 6 p.m. Saturday. The fare is $200, and they'll be doing that every Friday, leaving every Friday night, weather permitting. Moving way to the west, Captain Dave, he's also going to be looking for cod, ling, and mackerel, 6 a.m. Saturdays and Sundays. And we just got word, too, that big body of mackerel was located in that area. Captain Mike on the Brooklyn was out, found a big batch of them, so I guess you can figure on catching a lot of mackerel on those trips now. Outside of cod, the other saltwater option is herring. Pretty solid action. I just spoke to Ed, who runs the Jones Beach fishing station in season. He was down the piers. He said they were bailing herring at 9 a.m. this morning. This is Wednesday, so if you can get out there Friday, you won't hear this until Thursday, but if you can get out there Friday, it sounds like there's a lot of herring in that area. But also the Capture Piers have been producing herring. The Magnolia Pier has been good. Canarsie Pier, the 69th Street Pier. Up on the North Shore, all the harbors have herring, anywhere from Mount Sinai to Hempstead Harbor, and then further west, Hudson Park and Cameron's Dock on Glen Island, all producing decent herring action. Generally, the better fishing is around dusk or early in the morning, but we're getting good reports even at points during the daytime. If you're not looking to bend the rod, but you're looking for something to do, Paul over at River Bay Outfitters, he's cranking up his winter fly tying courses and lessons. It'll cover both salt and freshwater flies, and if you want more information on those, go to www.riverbayoutfitters.com, and you can register for those classes online. Something else you can do, not this weekend, but the following weekend on Saturday, January 14th, Surfcasters Journal is hosting their Striper Day. That takes place at Hofstra University in the Student Center. That's a good day. I was there last year. A lot of good plug builders there. There's also ongoing seminars through the day, and something a little unique. The first 400 people will get goodie bags, but that's the first 400 people that get there from 11 o'clock on, not when the doors open in the morning at 8:30. So the show runs from 8:30 to 5, but if you get there after 11, you have a much better shot at getting a goodie bag. Hey, until next week, this is Fred Golofaro for thefisherman.com.
The Fishing News is brought to you by Shoreline Insurance Agency, Interlux Marine Paint, and Okuma.